With profound, humble gratitude and love to all venerated enlightened masters, we bow to the Almighty in soulful gratefulness for gifting us with their holy, blessed presence. May all beings be awakened by their divine grace.
Part 3 of 4.
Etc.
Peace for Ukraine or Ukraine now. Russia, just go home.
There are 211 countries and regions which have animal people protection laws. Obey the law of your country. No more animal people slaughterhouses. No more hurting, no more murdering them to eat, to lab test, or for any reason at all. Be vegan, make peace, so be it.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
And if young men have not the power to listen, or the habit of getting some profit through listening, the speech brought forth by them is windy indeed, and void of repute, and unheeded, beneath the clouds it is scattered. Please continue watching for an engaging philosophy from Plutarch, vegetarian.
I couldn't imagine all the suffering, all the pain, all this manipulation, all this horror. Today we are in the 21st century. We don't need to eat meat. We don't need to kill animals for food. Mauricio Garcia Pereira, vegan.
Yassas, gentle viewers. Yassas means hello in Greek, the official language of Crete. I am Cassandra. The hospitable Cretans pray that we may all contribute positively to the global elevation of our planet home. May God be your constant protectors.
Save lives. Humans or animal people. Get immense merits.
Welcome to Mindful Listening. Selections from Morals by Plutarch, Vegetarian, Part 1 of 2 on Words of Wisdom. Plutarch, Vegetarian, was a renowned Greek Platonist philosopher and historian of the 1st and 2nd centuries AD. Born in Heronia, Boeotia, Plutarch embarked on a remarkable career as a philosopher, priest, and statesman. His influential writings, inspired by classical Greek philosophers like Plato vegetarian and Aristotle vegetarian, span a wide range of subjects, including ethics, religion, and biography, making him one of the most versatile thinkers of his era. Plutarch's emphasis on virtue ethics and the pursuit of wisdom as the path to a meaningful life has placed him among the great moralists of ancient times. From his celebrated biographies of illustrious Greeks and Romans to his explorations of morals and divinity, Plutarch's writings offer valuable insights into the complexities of human nature and the ethical challenges faced by individuals and societies. Among the writings from Plutarch are Parallel Lives, Morals, and collections of series of books and essays. Plutarch's Morals showcases a collection of essays and transcribed speeches exploring morality, ethics, and character development. It offers timeless wisdom on living a virtuous life. Through engaging speeches and thought-provoking insights, Plutarch's Morals remains relevant and enlightening, inspiring readers to reflect on the interconnectedness between our actions and the divine and strive for personal upliftment. In today's program, we present readings of Morals by Plutarch Vegetarian, where we learn the importance of listening in shaping positive emotions and virtues. On listening to lectures. The discourse which I gave on the subject of listening to lecture I have written out and sent to you, my dear Nikander, so that you may know how rightly to listen to the voice of persuasion, now that you are no longer subject to authority, having assumed the role of a man. Now the absence of control, which some of the young men, for want of education, think to be freedom, establishes the sway of a set of masters, harsher than the teachers and attendants of childhood, in the form of the desires, which are now, as it were, unchained. Some of our young men, as soon as they lay aside the role of childhood, lay aside also their sense of modesty and fear, and undoing the habit that invests them, straightway become full of unruliness. But you have often heard that to follow God and to obey reason are the same thing. And so I ask you to believe that in persons of good sense, the passing from childhood to manhood is not a casting off of control, but a recasting of the controlling agent. Since instead of some hired person, they now take as the divine guide of their life reason, whose followers alone may deservedly be considered free. For they alone, having learned to wish for what they ought, live as they wish, but in untrained and irrational impulses and actions, there is something ignoble, and changing one's mind many times involves but little freedom of will. I think you may not find unwelcome some preliminary remarks about the sense of hearing, which Theophrastos asserts is the most emotional of all the senses. For nothing which can be seen or tasted or touched brings on such distractions, confusions, and excitements as take possession of the soul when certain crashing, clashing, and roaring noises assail the hearing. Yet this sense is more rational than emotional. For while many places and parts of the body make way for vice to enter through them and fasten itself upon the soul, virtue's only hold upon the young is afforded by the ears, if they be uncontaminated and kept from the outset unspoiled by flattery and untouched by vile words. For this reason, Xenocrates advised putting ear protectors on children rather than on athletes, on the ground that the latter have only their ears disfigured by the blows they receive, while the former have their characters disfigured by the words they hear. Not that he would thus court heedlessness or deafness, but he advises vigilance against vile words, until such time as other words of good sort, fostered in character by philosophy, should, like watchmen, have taken under their charge the post chiefly exposed to influence and persuasion. Most people, in bestowing an affectionate kiss on little children, not only take hold of children by the ears, but bid the children to do the same by them, thus insinuating in a playful way that they must love most those who confer benefit through the ears. For surely the fact is plain that the young man who is debarred from hearing all instruction and gets no taste of speech not only remains wholly unfruitful and makes no growth towards virtue, but may also be perverted towards vice, and the product of his mind, like that of a fallow and untilled piece of ground, will be a plentiful crop of wild oats. For if the impulses towards pleasure and the feelings of suspicion towards hard work, which are not of external origin nor imported products of the spoken word, but indigenous sources, as it were, of pestilent emotions and disorders without number, be allowed to continue unconstrained along their natural channels, and if they be not either removed or diverted another way through the agency of goodly discourse, thus putting the natural endowments in a fit condition, there is not one of the wild beasts but would be found more civilized than man. Therefore, since listening to lectures is attended by great benefit, but by no less danger to the young, I think it is a good thing to discuss the matter continually, both with oneself and with another person. The reason for so doing is because we observe that poor use is made of this by the great majority of persons who practice speaking before they have acquired the habit of listening. They think that there must be study and practice in discourse, but as for hearing, benefit will come however it be used. It is true that, in the case of persons playing ball, learning to throw and learning to catch take place at the same time, but in the use of discourse, its proper reception comes before its delivery. And if young men have not the power to listen or the habit of getting some profit through listening, the speech brought forth by them is windy indeed, and void of repute and unheeded beneath the clouds it is scattered. For more information, please visit atlas.org.
Vegan leader, brave world leader.
There are 211 countries and regions which have animal people protection laws. Panama is one of them. Panama Penal Code, Article 421, establishes that whoever causes death or serious injury to a pet animal person through an act of cruelty shall be punished with imprisonment of up to 2 years. Obey the law of your country. No more animal people slaughterhouses. No more hurting. No more murdering them to eat, to lab test, or for any reason at all. Be vegan. Make peace. So be it.
Joyous viewers, we thank you for being with us today for Words of Wisdom. Please join us again tomorrow for Mindful Listening Selections for Morals by Plutarch Vegetarian, Part 2 of 2. Coming up next is The Harmful Effects of Toxic Algae Blooms, right after noteworthy news. May God bless you with happiness and mindfulness through all life stages.
Peace for Ukraine or you reign.
Be vegan, make peace, do good deeds. Heaven, Godspeed.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/WOW.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule et suprememastertv.com/WOW.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule y suprememastertv.com/WOW.
저희 방송은 다양한 언어를 제공합니다. 다음을 참고하세요. suprememastertv.com/schedule 그리고 suprememastertv.com/WOW